Okay, so I'm going to be filming another cooking while quarantined, but I wanted to show you guys my grocery haul really fast. And I'm going to have to show it really fast because my camera battery is dying. Now that is a shame. So let's get started. Giving you a quick overview. We're going to start over here. We've got some tomato sauce. We've got some canned vegetables, some French style green beans, some chopped spinach, some olives, some sweet peas. Ran out of garlic powder, so I got the biggest bottle I could find because actually, to be honest with you, that's all they had. We got some olive oil. We got some biscuits because we're going to be making some breakfast, honey. We got some chicken stock. Got some orange juice, lactose-free milk, Greek Gods honey vanilla yogurt, the best ever. Canned chicken for some chicken salad sandwiches. Got some turkey. Got some frozen fruit for my smoothies. Got lots of cheeses here. We got mozzarella, mild cheddar, Mexican shredded, provolone. Got some sour cream, got some bacon. Got some pasta. Got some Genoa salami. Got some pancake mix because your girl been craving a pancake, honey. And I had to get me some syrup. Got some butter. Got some grape jelly. Got some creamsicle, little popsicle thingies here. Got some frozen meals. We got this Healthy Choice grilled chicken pesto and vegetables. We tried this last week and really liked it, so we got it again. Got some butternut squash ravioli because I love them. I finally got the H-E-B Rising Crust Pizza. This is the good one. Don't get the thin one, get this one. It's awesome. Since the Benihana is closed and Alan cannot go get his Japanese steakhouse, we decided to try this out. It was in the frozen aisle. Why not? It should be fun. We got some cottage cheese, we got some eggs, we got 2 steaks over here. Got some bananas, some onions, some tomatoes, some squash and zucchini. We got some green onions, some avocados, some cucumbers, some Caesar salad. We also got some chips over here, some jalapeno chips. These are so good, you should try them. Some classic potato chips, some pepperoncini chips, and then I got this bread. They were out of my favorite bread, so I just went ahead and grabbed that. It was a little bit of slim pickings at the grocery store, which is why I got these noodles. I ain't never bought these noodles before, honey. I don't ever buy this butter. I get H-E-B brand. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do right now. You gotta grab what you can and work with what you got. So that's what I'm gonna continue doing until all this is over with. But anyways, hope you guys like this part of the video and enjoy some cooking videos that will come next. See you in a little bit. So the first meal I'm showing in this video is something that I actually recorded on my last cooking while quarantine video. So I'm going to link that video down below so you guys can check that out. But I just wanted to show you what I was cooking on the first night after I had bought all these groceries. So this is a chicken with sour cream sauce and pasta. Like I said, you can check out the recipe on the first video. Link is down in the description. It's absolutely delicious and you should try it. So now I'm going to be making some breakfast foods, and no, we did not have this actually for breakfast, but it was for lunch. We really like having breakfast foods for like lunch and dinner. So what I'm going to be making is these Grand's flaky layer biscuits, some bacon, and some eggs. So Alan's favorite thing to get at McDonald's from the breakfast menu is a biscuit bacon sandwich. I personally like the sausage egg McMuffin, but he always gets a biscuit bacon sandwich. So that's kind of what I'm going to be making right now. I am going to be cooking the bacon first, then we're going to pop the biscuits in the oven, and then I'm also going to be making some eggs with this meal as well. Am I the only one who's kind of scared to open the package of biscuits? It always scares me when it pops, but this time it didn't pop, so I had to like hit it on the countertop. But yeah, that always scares me. And I'm also going to share with you something else I have always done since I was little. I don't know if you guys do this, but I always like to pinch off a little piece of a raw biscuit and eat it because I think it's delicious. I would actually like to eat the whole biscuit raw, but yeah, that would make me sick. Because actually I've kind of done that before. Well, not the whole biscuit, but a little more than I should have. So now I'm just cutting up a tomato, and I'm also going to be chopping up a green onion, and I'm going to be making some scrambled eggs with avocado, green onion, tomatoes, and cheese, which is almost similar to the Anaheim scrambler I made before, which I will also link down below, which is absolutely delicious. And yeah, you should check that video out. So when you're making your eggs like this, you just want to put your raw eggs in the pan first and cook them a little bit until they're almost done, and then you add all of the stuff in. So I just poured my eggs in the pan. I'm going to add a little bit of the green onion just so that can cook in there a little bit. But if you're going to be adding the extra ingredients, you just add them later when the eggs are almost done. And now I am buttering the biscuits. But I ended up having to finish the scrambled eggs, so Alan helped me out, which was really sweet of him. So I put grape jelly on my biscuit, and I also added on the cheese and the bacon. I also love grape jelly on my sandwich at McDonald's, the one that I get, the sausage egg McMuffin. I always put jelly on that. But anyways, this ended up being so delicious, and I hope I inspire you to make a delicious breakfast meal like right now, because it's so good. After I finished eating, I got up and Cookie went and sat in my chair, and I just thought it was so funny, so I filmed it to show you guys. She's like, "Where's my food?" So now I am going to be making some rice pudding. I hardly ever make sweets on my channel, but since this quarantine happened, I've been eating a lot more than usual and craving sweets a lot more than usual. So yeah, this is like my second time making this in the past 2 months, I think. So I'm just going to be using some of this basmati rice, and you know, this recipe actually calls for raisins, but I didn't have any, so I'm just working with what I have. So I'm going to be using these tart cherries, which didn't turn out as good, so if you have raisins, please use them. We're also going to be using some vanilla, some cinnamon, sugar, butter, milk, and eggs. So while my rice is hot in the rice cooker, I'm just adding a little bit of butter, and I'm showing you guys that I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing yesterday, and I think I actually wore the same shirt all week, which you will notice in this video. So I am just cracking some eggs here in a bowl because I'm going to mix them together, because last time I made this I forgot to mix up the eggs and I threw it right in the mixture, and that was so stupid. So go ahead and whisk your eggs. I'm cracking 4 eggs and mixing them up good. So for this recipe I used 1 cup of rice and a little bit of salt, a little bit of butter, 2 cups of milk, vanilla, and 4 eggs. And pretty much you just mix everything together. And what I like to do with everything is mix it up and then taste it. So you want to wait to put your eggs in at the end, that way you can get the flavor right. But I'm just going to mix the rice and the cinnamon, the vanilla, and the milk all together and taste it as I go. Oh, I also forgot sugar. I probably added about 2 cups of sugar, possibly. Yeah, so mix it and taste it as you go until it tastes the way you want it to, and then once it tastes perfect, add in your eggs, and then you are going to pour it in a baking pan and pop it in the oven. I think I cooked mine at 350 for about an hour. Honestly, I'm so bad with measuring ingredients. Y'all know I just throw stuff together, so hopefully I said all of that correctly. Also, when I was finished with this, I topped it off with some cinnamon on top, but my mom actually uses nutmeg, but I didn't have any, so again, just working with what we have. It definitely did not turn out as good as my mom and dad's, but it was pretty good and it hit the spot. But I definitely wish I had raisins, because raisins makes this so much better, and if I would have had raisins, I would have put like 1,000,000 of them in there. Alright, so then I made some chicken fried rice, which, oh my gosh, was so time consuming and so hard to make, so I didn't film it, but this is what it turned out like, y'all. Oh, look at all that fried rice I just made from scratch. Yes, queen! Totally kidding, I made the Benihana frozen rice, and just so you know, this does not taste like Benihana rice, okay? It just tastes like simple fried rice, and yeah, I don't really recommend it. Well, not that it was that bad, I wasn't that big of a fan. So anyways, now I'm making myself some avocado toast with some cottage cheese, and I just thought I would share that I'm eating this because it's my favorite. So good. Okay, so now I'm going to be making some Spanish rice. I'm going to be adding in some cilantros, tomatoes, and onions. And we're also going to be making some adobo lime pork chops. And I think, aside from the Easter meal we cooked, this was one of my favoriteest things that we cooked this week. It just turned out absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to make it again. So Alan cooked the pork chops out on the charcoal grill, and I'm just seasoning them with this adobo, and then I'm also going to squeeze fresh lime juice all over them, seasoning both sides of the pork chops and adding lime juice to both sides. This mixture turned out so good. So for my rice, I'm using the basmati rice, and I'm just cooking it in my rice cooker because I don't cook rice very well in a pot. So rice cooker is the way to go. And I just added the water as per usual. And then I added in some of this chicken bouillon packet. So my rice is finished, and I'm gonna start cooking the Spanish rice now. So in my pan, I'm going to add some olive oil. I'm gonna throw my onions in, and I'm gonna cook them until they're soft. I'm going to be using the adobo seasoning for the rice, some pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, tomatoes, cilantro, and a can of tomato sauce, some fresh limes, and also some butter. This rice is really easy to make, so after your onions are done cooking, just throw in your rice, and then you can start throwing all of the other stuff in there as well. Just cook the rice a little bit in the pan, add your seasonings, add your tomatoes, add your lime juice, add your cilantro, add your tomato sauce, and I also added a little bit of sugar because I always add sugar in any dish that I use tomato sauce or tomatoes, whatever. But yeah, you just cook this. You just mix it and cook it and season it, taste it, see if it tastes good, add some more seasonings. Do it all according to your own taste, but oof, this rice was so good, and it was even better the next day. So yeah, here is our pork chops and our rice. And oh my gosh, my mouth is watering just looking at this because it was so good. Alright, so now it is Easter Sunday, and I'm going to show you what we cooked for Easter. So the first thing I prepared that morning was some eggs because I wanted some deviled eggs. So I just boiled my eggs till they were done, and then it's really simple. You just cut your egg in half, take out the yolk, put it in a separate bowl, and I just did mayonnaise, salt and pepper, and paprika, but you can add garlic powder and onion powder, or even a little mustard if you like, but this is just the way I make them. I just make them simple and they're delicious. So take your yolks out, put them in a bowl, smash them really good with a fork, add your mayonnaise, add your seasoning, mix it together really well, and with a spoon put it back in your egg. I know a lot of people like to get like fancy with it and use like a Ziploc bag or a piping thing, whatever you call it, you know, the things you use to do frosting on a cupcake, but just use a little spoon and flop it right on there. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure it's delicious. I also sprinkled some extra paprika on top, and I ended up adding too much, so don't do as much paprika as I did unless that's what you're into, but for me it was too much, but they still ended up being good and I ate every one of them. Well, let me clarify, I didn't eat all of them in one sitting. I ate them like over the next few days, okay? Don't judge. So I'm showing you what I'm going to be using for my vegetable kebabs. We had steak and vegetable kebabs on the charcoal grill. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. I have a zucchini, a squash, a red onion, and a red bell pepper, and I'm chopping them up in chunks. I'm going to throw them in my bowl. I'm going to show you guys how I made the marinade for this, which I just let soak for like an hour or so. And then I'm going to put them on those little metal skewers, and then you will see them on the grill. These turned out so good, and they were even delicious before we grilled them. Like if you just ate them straight out of the bowl with the marinade, it was so good. So this is everything that I used for the marinade, and you can use as little or as much as you want of these. Just do it according to your own taste. I just mixed it all together, tasted it, see if I liked it, and then put it right over my vegetables. So yeah, now that my marinade is done, I'm just gonna pour it over my vegetables and let them soak for a little bit. So now I'm seasoning the steaks with garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and Lawry's seasoning. Lawry. I'm probably saying it wrong, but there it is right there with that little red cap. So yeah, I just seasoned the steaks and then I stabbed them to death, and then we put them out on the grill. I also want to say, I know we've been doing a lot of stuff on the charcoal grill, and maybe you don't have one, so you feel like you can't follow along with these recipes, but the charcoal grill that we got is from Walmart, and it's only like $14, and yeah, it's super affordable. So go down to Walmart and get you one, and then make these delicious recipes. I am making a little garlic butter now for the steak, and I just melted a little butter in the microwave in a little bowl, added a little bit of salt and some lemon juice and some garlic powder, and then whenever the steaks were done, we just poured this on top, and ooh, it was so good. So now I'm making my mashed potatoes, and I just use lactose-free milk, butter, salt and pepper, and garlic powder, and I mix it all up with a hand mixer. And again, I don't measure any of this stuff. I just wing it and then taste it and see if I like it, and then if I have to add more, I do. So yeah, this was our beautiful Easter Sunday meal, our steaks, our vegetable kebabs. We also had a Caesar salad and mashed potatoes, and this was seriously the most delicious meal ever, and those steaks were the best steaks that I have ever had in my whole life. So we had breakfast for lunch again, and we just cooked up a little bit of bacon, some scrambled eggs, and pancakes. And I haven't made actual pancakes in so long. I was like, how do I even do this? Alan's turned out really good, but mine were a little overcooked. But they were still really good. But oh my gosh, I love pancakes so much, with tons of butter and tons of syrup. Like, I can never get enough syrup on my pancakes. Is anyone else out there like that, or is it just me? I know it looks like a small amount on that pancake right there, but believe me, I added more. So anyway, the steaks were so good on Easter that we made some more. So I seasoned them the same way as I did on Easter, and again, we cooked them on the charcoal grill. But this time we made different sides. So we had garlic butter noodles, and then we had some onion and zucchini. So I was trying to make it like, you know, you get it at the Japanese steakhouse when they do the vegetables. So I just chopped up some onion, some zucchini, and I cooked it in a pan with some oil, some soy sauce, some seasonings, and I added just a touch of sugar just to sweeten it a little bit, but it turned out so good. I'll show you how I made it in just a few minutes, but it's really simple and it doesn't take that long, and it's a healthy, delicious side. I also forgot to mention that I did make some more garlic butter, and I added that in with the vegetables as well. So maybe it's not the healthiest, but hey, it's all good because it tasted good, okay? So yeah, just throw it all in your pan, do your seasonings, add some soy sauce, cook it a little bit, taste it, see if you like it, add more of whatever you feel like you need in there, add a little garlic butter, cook it till it's done. It's so good. So this is what it looks like. And I know I've showed you guys a million times how I make my garlic butter noodles, but I figured I would just add it in here again really quick. So you can use whatever noodles you like. On this night we used angel hair, and you just add some butter and garlic powder and salt and pepper, and just you know, mix it all together, taste it, add some more garlic if you want more garlic. You want more butter, girl, that's your business. Add some more butter, salt and pepper. Do your thing. So yeah, this was actually the last meal that I made for this video, and I wanted to say, first of all, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. But I also wanted to say I'm sorry that it's been a while since I posted anything. I've just kind of been recording these clips all week, so it's kind of hard to record other stuff in between time. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. I hope you like these recipes. If you try them, let me know. Leave me some comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Give this video a thumbs up. I hope you're all staying safe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.